Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Wolfie, oh hi, Wolfie is right there waiting for us. Yes, Wolf, I know. Let us get a move on. I hear chickens. I think that's all that I hear. Just making sure. But yeah, welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. This is episode 349 of Far Lands or Bust. Let's secure the previous night's hidey hole. Grab a boat. Seems like Wolfie is already ahead of us. Well, actually, well, okay. Wolfie says, nuts to the boat. Let's travel over to this direction and continue our journey, our trek to the far lands. Like I said in episode 349, today is Wednesday, April 30th, the last day of April. Already, 2014. That's crazy. Crazy. April is over. April is over. We are never going to see another April again. We have removed it from the calendars to be replaced with Marchtober. I don't know. That joke didn't pan out. Anyway, the story of my life. Anyway, yeah, we're continuing to walk to the far lands and continuing to raise money for Child's Play charity up to $1,563.21. Farlandsbus.com. Ooh. We had a couple Skeletna deaths over here. Ooh, and check out this area. We've got to explore. Ooh, okay. Wow. There's a whole family of skeletons over here. It was a tragedy, a loss for the ages for the skeleton kind, and that's unfortunate. I have profited from their demise. Few extra arrows for our inventory. But look at this neat place. Normally traveling west, but we're going a little bit north here to check out this interesting terrain of interest and interestude. Wolfie kind of pushed us in this direction, but yeah, farlandsbus.com, donate to Child's Play charity, help get toys, books, and games to kids in hospitals around the world. Child'sPlayCharity.org is where you can learn more about that cause. Indeed. In frickin' deed. But yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Check this out. I do enjoy these interesting terrains. Oop. Whoa, okay. They're exacting revenge. They're exacting revenge for my stealing of the previous residue. A nice little arc there. Oh, dear. Okay, let's perhaps stopping to smell the roses and view the landscapes are a little bit more dangerous activities than I had previously anticipated. But yeah, what do I want to talk about? Oh, I did like a little bit of a review, a Far Lands or Bust review in the last episode. I feel like doing a little bit of maybe a little bit of a channel update. For those of you who follow Far Lands or Bust, you might not follow the rest of the videos on my channel. This is even though, yes, you go to my channel, you're greeted with the Far Lands or Bust logo and everything is Far Lands or Bust, Far Lands or Bust, Far Lands or Bust. This is a variety gaming channel. I try to mix things up and keep things new and interesting. Kind of a decision I made early on not to get too pigeonholed into the Minecraft and just the Far Lands or Bust journey, although I'm not sure marketing-wise if that would be a better thing to have a separate channel for separate gaming content or not, but too bad. This is what I've chosen to do, and we are sticking with it. Out of the way. People cringe. Ow! As I use the diamond sword of spawn pointiness to break leaves, foliage. But yeah, I want to keep people abreast, if you will, of other things going on the YouTube. I'm getting much more active on the Mindcrack server, obviously. I'm on the Mindcrack group server, and I kind of been not too active. Season 4 started, gosh, when did Season 4 start? It has to be almost a year. Last July or something like that, was it? Boom! And hadn't been producing too many videos there. Some people questioned that or not, and nothing wrong with that, but I've recently been struck by inspiration and have started a rather massive build. I'm attempting to build, for those of you familiar, there is a particle accelerator, a place of science and discovery out in the western suburbs of Chicago, and it is called, oh, that's a cool little whoop, and then the floating block, called Fermilab. There's a particle accelerator out there. Was the largest in the world until they built the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, and recently the Tevatron, which is what the Large Collider was called here, was shut down. It was defunded, basically, because resources are being put towards the LHC. But there's a very cool building at the kind of the central point, the focus of Fermilab, called Wilson Hall, a very kind of industrial. It looks, it could be mistaken for an office building, but it's kind of the main area, the main hall of Fermilab that I thought was very interesting design. And I'm attempting to build it on the Mindcrack server. I've taken a little plot of land a little bit outside of the main spawn area, but certainly accessible to it. And things are progressing. It's been 3 episodes now that I declared and now have been building, and it's a new thing for me to be. Obviously, my main experience in Minecraft is exploring and walking, but this new thing for me is to be building an actual building. And it's, like I said, a rather large build to be undertaking on my own. We've had some help, some donations from Avidia in form of tools to be digging out and getting all the supplies and whatnot. But I would recommend, perhaps, if you weren't aware of that, check out some of the latest Mindcrack episodes. I'm finding the building to be somewhat enjoyable. It is, somewhat therapeutic. I am used to this version of Minecraft, unenchanted items and things taking 1 block at a time, and it's a little bit of a different experience with the enchanted items and stuff, and beacons and haste and whatnot in the new game, or the new versions of the game. We're playing on the snapshots, by the way, on one snapshot behind the current one, so there are some differences to just plain old vanilla, and we have removed the UHC mode. Early on, we had health regen off, basically playing the UHC mode, which is something Dinnerbone added to the vanilla version of the game. It's an option in the server settings to disable the natural health regeneration, and recently disabled that. And I don't know, maybe that was somewhat of a deterrent. I've always said, no, it's not a problem. I'm just not a big builder on the Mindcrack server, and I find it hard to play on there, to find an excuse to play on there too frequently. But I don't know, maybe subconsciously I can admit that perhaps it was a little bit of a deterrent when it came to recording a video game. I look, well, I could record Mindcrack, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to be dealing with mobs and hard difficulty and no health regen without having too many supplies on my own. So maybe I'll record something else. So I don't know, maybe subconsciously it was kind of keeping me from the server, but now that it's gone, we're starting a whole new sorry, no, I'm not going to start singing. A whole new approach and a whole new build, and checking that out. I'm having a good time. Also, yesterday was the 6th in the 6-episode series. I played a new game called Speedrunners with Avidia, Co-Star, and Pause on Pause. And it might not be one, you might have seen it in your subscription feed if you're subscribed, and it might not have, push the boat there, Wolfie. Might not have been one you were interested in, but I would recommend checking it out. It's a very fast-paced platformer, and it's really the reason I was watching them play it a lot. I was really addicted to watching the videos because it's really a tense and really quick, fast-paced. It's really simple mechanics and just really fun. Oh God, yes! The skeletons. they are a vengeful bunch today. I should not have said the things I said. This is creepy. It's like somebody dug a stairwell down there. All right, let's distance ourselves from that area with the skeleton and build the elevated hidey hole. But yeah, I played for 2 hours Co-Star live streams every night, and they invited me along, and actually Avidia, because he saw that I was watching their videos a lot. gifted me a copy of Speedrunners and had a lot of fun for my first time playing. Won a couple times, so check out those videos. It's a really fun series, a really fun video game to be playing. But let's go to sleep, and I'll continue rounding up, and then I'll start answering some questions from donors in the morning. And speedrunnersness. Indeed. But yeah, that's really fun to play. We played, like I said, 2 hours and got 6 episodes out of it. So that wrapped up. I haven't played yet again with them. And I'm not sure that because they play when live streams and they're all on the West Coast, or at least in the West Coast time zone, I believe, kind of late for me here in Chicago Central time zone. So we'll have to maybe arrange. I'm not sure if that's going to work again for me. Maybe, hopefully we'll be able to arrange another session of speedrunners, and it's just really, now that I've played once with them, with, real humans as opposed to the bots, you start to get different, okay, I should try to do this more as opposed to this, you get your skills, so I feel like we'd all be kind of equally matched against each other, although Ko is a bit OP. Nerf Ko, please. So yeah, I would be looking forward to be playing that again with them, so yeah, check out that series. Also, Kerbal Space Program, getting a little bit more regular with that. I know that was a little bit sporadic in the past, but I'm trying to at least get weekly videos of Kerbal Space Program and trying out different things there. So, Kerbal Space Program for those who like that. And of course, racing games. I know racing games are not a particular... if you want to be a popular YouTube gaming channel and getting a lot of views, racing games are not the way to go. It is not a popular genre, per se. I'm not sure if it's simply because it doesn't make for good video, or it's a little bit too specialized, kind of like sports games or FIFA, or, those type of games are a little bit... They have their audiences, but they're a little bit specialized. But I try to play the games on my channel that I would play if I wasn't doing this thing for YouTube. So that's why I play a lot of racing games, and F1 2013, playing with Vintage Beef. One more race left in the season. That's coming up this Saturday. The normal time is Saturday morning. 8 a.m. Central Time is when that goes up. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So look forward to the finale. It's an exciting one, I can tell you that much. We've already recorded it, and wrapping up a very fun series with Vintage Beef, F1 2013 there. So enjoy all these videos, and yeah, I just wanted to kind of recap because I'm not sure. I know people have probably found me via Farlands or Bust, via the New Yorker, yeah, so have you, Wolfie. The New Yorker article and little plugs here and there. People sending me that Gavin on the Rooster Teeth podcast, on the latest Rooster Teeth podcast, gave a little shout out to I didn't realize he was watching Kerbal Space Program, and I'm happy how popular Kerbal Space Program has become since we've started playing it way back in the early days. So he was talking about Kerbal Space Program and mentioned the asteroid mission I was on, and so once again, thank you to Gavin for... Perhaps a few of you have come from the Rooster Teeth podcast. Hello, this is the kind of main series on the channel, but certainly check out these other things I'm talking about. And the random one-off kind of indie game that I find to feature the Orbitalis, the Gravity Ghost, the receiver. I play random games where I just take a quick look at it and post it up on the channel. So. Yeah, I'm in a good place. I am in a good place right now. He's in a better place. I'm in a good place with the way the channel is going, and I don't see too much explosive growth as far as viewers and subscribers are concerned, and if anything, views are actually down. Overall, I think. With a channel of my size, I'm not sure why that is, but I'm in a good place where I'm getting regular content. I used to be in places where I'm like, oh, I got to get like 5 videos up a day to be competitive, and that would just wear me out, and I would be playing games that I don't enjoy. Or on the flip side, I'd be in a place where I would be uninspired and uninterested and only coming out with like 5 videos a week, and that was no fun either. So I like where I am right now, so I just wanted to spread the news, spread the cheer, and hopefully you guys can, if you have time, check out some of my other videos other than Farlands and Bust. But Farlands and Bust is the reason we're here today, right, chicken? I'm talking to you. Oh, well, swing and a miss. Wow, your guys' wow, their hitbox in this version of the game is tiny. That must have gotten a little bit bigger in recent updates. Of course, the hitbox is not where it should be because the block selection is a whole, texture pixel off. So that might be a problem with hitting chickens. Don't hit chickens because their hitboxes are too small. All right, Wolfie, careful, Wolfie, careful, Wolfie. Yeah, I was waiting for that. I'll give you some food. But yeah, let's continue on. I do have some questions from donors. When you donate to Child's Play Charity at farlandsbust.com, you can leave a comment and leave a question, and I will see that and hopefully get around to answering or talking about that topic in a future Farlands Bust episode. My little tip of the hat to those of you who can chip in to help out Child's Play Charity and the fundraiser. I do appreciate it. So from Ryan B., what's the furthest distance you've traveled from home in the real world? That would probably, well, most undoubtedly be Minecon Paris back in 2012. Oh, God, 2012, Minecon Paris. The longest, we were just there for the weekend. Traveled with B00 and Generic B and Justra, and Pause was on our flight as well. But yeah, the longest flight and the longest distance was over to Paris. That would be the furthest distance I've traveled. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Not much more to talk about that. I've talked at length about the Minecon experience and whatnot in the past when that happened in past episodes. So go check those out. I'm just pushing additional views is all I'm doing here. From Zombles? Burning Zombles? All right, let's keep going. Onwards, and boatward. From Charke, Charke, C-H-R, Trake, like Drake, but with tr at the beginning. Trake asks, it is said that breaking a mirror is 7 years bad luck. If you break multiple mirrors, does the amount of the time stack up? Or do you just get worse luck over the 7 years? I am apparently an authority on all myths and old wives' tales, and I am the one you should go to for these sorts of questions. I don't believe in that sort of thing, bad luck or walking under a ladder or seeing a black cat or anything like that. So I would say that any of that is null and void, not to be believed. So 0. The answer is 0. This equation equals 0. So yeah, I don't believe in any of that stuff. Bad luck or fate or retweet this 6 times or you will die in 5 years, or whatever chain email Facebook thing that gets posted over and over again. Spam is what I would call it. Spam. I've never eaten spam. Segue. I've never had spam or anything like that. Nor, it's not something you really seek out. Does it have gluten in it? I assume it might have a bunch of fillers. So perhaps my window for trying out spam has passed. But never eaten spam. I've heard it's just a really salty. It looks like it would taste like ham, and the fact that it's called spam wants to make me believe. It almost seems like it would be just hot dog, but in cube form. Kind of mystery meat, whatever might be included. But yeah, never tried spam. Never, ever, ever. Never been to Hawaii. I know it's big in Hawaii. There's a reason behind that. It was something about... Wasn't it about kind of the World War II, the war effort? It was kind of the, the preserved meat of choice that was sent out to soldiers and the Navy sailors on duty, and it just kind of became ingrained in the culture then there, and kind of was a holdover for. I want to say that is the tale, the myth behind why Spam is so popular. It might be something completely different. It might be that's the misconception, but really it's this. So perhaps you know better and can let us know in the comments below. But let's try to get through this gravel ocean here. Well, we could probably water hidey hole here. We probably don't even need to make it as high because things can't spawn around here anyway. Science! Alright, so let's, oh, what happened to my boat? Boat's gone. Oh, boat went completely the wrong way, but let's go to sleep and continue talking about random topics in the morning. Wolfie! Careful! No! Okay. Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage you took there, you noodle. Alright, well, note to self. When making an elevated hidey hole near water, you do need to leave room for Wolfie, so that is reason enough to make our elevated... Alright, maybe I can get you to sit over here and I will feed you. We haven't heard the whine in a while, so he's pretty down in health. Yeah, come right here. No. Up. Oh, you noodle. Over here. I don't know if that bed's gonna act as a spawn. It's kind of floating there. Oh my gosh. This dog. Wolf, whatever. Hey, you! With the face! Get over here. Yep. No. Get up. Oh my gosh. Yes, over, left. Yep, sit. Okay, now... Feed. I'm gonna use all these bones, aren't I? Feed and feed. Okay, much better. A little bit horizontal, but we gotta be finding more pigs, I guess. You are a handful. Let's see. Let's look down the list here. Oh, from the comments, I had a question in the comments. You can ask questions in the comments too. I don't peruse those as much as I used to since the whole Google Plus thing. Yeah, we're still waiting. I kind of mentioned how Google Plus, the report is that it's kind of going away, but I don't suspect it will go away. Maybe they'll just stop its expansion. They'll stop emphasizing it so much. So there was that. It was a report from that was on the news, the news that you can use, but we have yet to see anything come to fruition about that. But yeah, I don't peruse the comments so much, but there was a question in the comments asking, I remember a while ago you talked about getting a new phone, as you did, and I forget what phone you went with, but are you happy with your decision, or do you wish you had gotten something else? Yes, I got the Nexus 4. Unfortunately, it was because my cell phone company had been sold, and I didn't want to go with who they'd been sold to, and I wanted to go with kind of a pay-as-you-go plan, and I just, and the phone I had was a Galaxy S2, I think, but it was tied to the carrier, and even with the company that bought my carrier, you couldn't use your phone was basically useless. I'm like, alright, well, nuts to this getting locked to a carrier thing, I'm going to buy an unlocked phone, and so I went with the Nexus 4. It was about 3 or 4 months later that, it was maybe like 3 months later that they dropped the price of the Nexus 4 like $100, and then they sold out really quick. But then, obviously, that was on the heels of they released the Nexus 5. So I was kind of stuck there. I couldn't not have gotten the Nexus 4. It was the time I needed a new phone, and that was all that was available. So I went the Nexus 4. Should I have waited for a Nexus 5? Do I wish I had a Nexus 5? Maybe, but I'm not like a power user, and it's worked perfectly fine for me now. The kind of the open Android system, and being able to have, I own the phone. Sure, you got to pay full price for the phone up front, but but then you own it, and you don't have to. Now the thing that a lot of carriers are doing is, it used to be, oh, you buy the phone, you get a $100 rebate, or it reduces it down to 1 cent, or you only pay $100 or whatever like that. Now the thing they seem to be doing is, oh, you can only don't pay anything down for your phone, but we'll just tack on $15 a month to your bill, and then over the course of 2 years, you've paid for the phone. And honestly, the Nexus 4, would I get it for like $300? I remember, that adds up on a carrier to being over like $400, and it's like, what? Why would I do that? Why would I pay over the course of 2 years $400 for a phone that I could get for $300, or whatever? It doesn't add up, man. Doesn't add up. So I'm very happy with that decision as far as that's concerned. I suppose eventually if I do want to upgrade, I suppose at this point I would wait for a Nexus. Well, they can't call it a Nexus 6. Because then you're starting to get into the name of the tablets is the Nexus 7 and stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe I'll wait for the next Nexus phone. And because it's an unlocked phone, I can sell, I can get, $100 or $50 even would be enough to sell my old phone. And then kind of put that towards, that's kind of like the subsidized price towards a new Nexus phone. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Very happy with it indeed. It's done its duty quite well, and I would recommend that system as an option. It's kind of confusing to people not in the US about like, oh, you can't just buy a phone and take it to whatever carrier, but because no, there's a lot. It's AT&T and T-Mobile are the only carriers over here that work on the GSM model. That is, you can take a SIM card and put it in whatever phone you want. The other ones, your Sprints, your Verizons, your et ceteras and et ceteras, all work on a different CMDA model where the phone has to have the... Cow, Wolfie! Dang you! You are having issues with water lately, aren't you? Getting in under the boat and getting stuck under blocks. I need to find more pigs, by the way. Oh, speaking of which, hi pig. You're going to be sorry you spawned there. So yeah, you're stuck with the carrier, and it's kind of the same sort of issue with they own this block of in terms of the network. They own this spectrum of. Ooh, that was a good one. Have a seat. Have some meat. Oh, all right. Now he's back up full health, so nobody worry. Although we do still need to get a reserve of pig goos, and here they are. It's kind of, it is not... It's not very good for consumers. It's not a good model for consumers, is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I went with the unlocked phone, and hopefully they, the more people that stop buying into their locked-in service, hopefully it would drive the market that way, but not that many people are educated about that, and they want to keep it that way, and they want to, they want to buy, and that's, Sprint is who bought my cell phone company, or at least the market of my cell phone company before, and now Sprint, or at least the people who hold Sprint, are now looking to buy T-Mobile, who I'm with now as well. So it's like, oh gosh, ooh, gosh, careful. Oh, this whole place is a little dangerous. I'm gonna. Oh, here we go. This pig we can get, but same thing like we talked about earlier with Comcast and anti-competitive markets and damn you giant corporations. But yeah, no, I'm happy with the phone. It keeps getting updated for the latest releases. There was an update that I was unhappy with. The way they changed the keyboard wasn't working out for me, but they recently changed that, so now the keyboard is back to working how I like it. It's got kind of that swipe function that works pretty much more of the time. I don't know why. I'm really impressed with the voice. I should just, whenever I receive or reply to a text message, I should not try to type in, because I'm often screwing the type in. I should just talk, and the voice pickup, the voice to text is like perfect. It's flawless, so I should use that more often. But yeah, I like the Nexus 4, and not necessary. I want to kind of, not necessary to upgrade the phone I was talking about. I want to kind of, I could stick with this phone for as long as I possibly can. And that's another reason maybe to go for the more, totally missed that jump. The unlocked phone, the phone that you own way is we've kind of gotten into this habit. And yeah, I was tweeting about that, about all these old cell phones that I have that I'm going to be throwing away or recycling now. Is we've gotten into this very wasteful, disposable culture. And again, it's the agreements that the phone handset makers made with the cell phone companies, to get on these 2-year cycles that after every 2 years, people just get in the habit of getting a new phone because, it's been subsidized and it's paid for by the cell phone company. But it's really on behalf of the handset makers have an agreement with the cell phone companies so that they keep being able to make all these new phones with mild improvements and keep selling them, keep the products going, because if people like myself, even though I kept getting the same cell phone when I was having flip phones, I kept getting a brand new one because it's the planned obsolescence, obsoleteness. Is that the word? Obsolescence? Language, I speak it sometimes. That sort of thing is built into, unfortunately, the market. So yeah, maybe not. Maybe screw that. Maybe I won't get a new Nexus phone when the next one is released. I will keep this one for as long as it wants to last. Unfortunately, the battery is irreplaceable. So once again, we're still stuck with the planned obsolescence in this market too. But yeah, if I like it, I'm not necessarily a power user. I'm not an early adopter. Oh God, sorry, Wolfie. Gosh, today was not a good day for your general well-being, was it? Yeah, have a seat. Just take it easy. We should use what we have if it works for us, and indeed it does for me. I don't need the latest and the greatest and flashy. Is that what is that? Dang it. Dang it. All right, let's maybe move a little bit. This is gonna be new. We're gonna go sideways. Excuse me, shovel. I'm asking for you. All right. Hopefully the cave doesn't continue down here. Wolfie says it doesn't, so I'm going to trust him. Nope. Yep. We can have a full hidey hole here. Excelente. Excelente. Let me actually block that off so nothing spawns and comes out at us in the morning. But yeah, let's block ourselves off here. Woof. Woof indeed. In this hidey hole for the end of episode 349. Episode 350 is coming up. Craziness. 350. Mental. Whoop. All right. I am terrible at making hidey holes today. I'm all out of sorts. My sorts are not sorted. Let's do that. Oop, I said that. And that. And let's reposition that. Let's make the beds and another boat for the next episode. And I do appreciate you guys following along. I do appreciate all the questions and the donations, obviously, to Child's Play Charity. And, if you want to check out some of those other videos and series I mentioned in today's episode, please feel free to do so. That always helps me out. And, I'm not, all the articles and stuff say, oh, now he's making a living by walking to the far lands. No, not really. I'm making a living by being a gaming YouTuber and having a whole bunch of other videos and video games and series and a whole bunch of other different work up on YouTube. So that every little bit helps to support me to continue to be doing what I'm doing and to continue. Like I said, I'm in a good place, and when I'm in a good place, hopefully all you are in a good place. We're all a happy yoga zen. A video Zen family here. but yeah, thank you so much for watching. I went to a weird place there. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.